Remembering Captain Cody Khork, the 35-year-old Army officer from Polk County, was one of 6 identified service members killed by a drone in Kuwait. Tonight, the man who trained Captain Khork in the ROTC at Florida Southern College told us Khork was a born leader who could connect with anyone. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Chris Hurst is live at Florida Southern College in Lakeland tonight. And Chris, this retired lieutenant colonel told you he was honored to know Captain Khork.
Yeah, Dave, Scott Laurent knew Captain Khork at the beginning of his military career and says even back then, he knew that Khork was a natural leader.
Lieutenant Colonel Laurent says Cody Khork was unassuming at first as a sophomore ROTC cadet, but quickly commanded respect as a hard worker that others listened to.
He didn't have to be recruited. This was his goal. So what he wanted to be was an Army officer, and he wanted to serve. His dad was a veteran, and so he was very much enthusiastic about being in the program.
He remembers one time during overnight landing training, Khork quickly spotted those who needed help.
He was noticing one cadet was particularly uncomfortable, very cold, and his solution was to get her to laugh. You know, she started feeling better about herself, and she was able to cope with the poor condition.
So impressed, he took Khork to Senegal his senior year to be his aide-de-camp, a trusted assistant.
He was in charge of making sure the cadets were doing the right things, and they were partnered, and they were where they needed to be, and they were succeeding and having success, you know, and being good facilitators of English conversation. And he was outstanding at that.
In 2014, Khork asked Laurent to administer the oath for commissioned officers. He wasn't surprised. Khork quickly rose from second lieutenant to captain.
My life was better for knowing Cody. And the cost, I feel, is, you know, now some people just aren't going to get to know him. And that to me is a loss. It's a loss to the nation.
Laurent says that here at Florida Southern, they will have a memorial service honoring Captain Khork in a few weeks. Now, Khork's family tells me tonight that they spent all of today finalizing his funeral arrangements. Live in Lakeland, Chris Hurst, 10 Tampa Bay News.